Sit down and relax because I assure you that by the end of this video, you'll realize just how close you are to actually changing your life. An event happened to me that completely changed the way I started living. More on that later in the video. One thing about life is that every day the universe rolls a dice for you. Sometimes you're lucky and sometimes you're not. One day you'll get the greatest news of your life, and one day you'll get the worst news of your life. Maybe today your video will finally go viral, or maybe today you'll finally get your first client in your business. And maybe today you'll get fired or find out that your crush is actually a dude. Hey, you never know. Now, I'm not some guru that'll sell you an overpriced course that'll buy you a planet. I'm just a guy who got tired of wasting his time doing absolutely nothing. I was tired of being the underdog, the guy who was always sitting in the corner, the guy who basically nobody cares about, the guy who was scared of interacting with people, and the guy who was scared of talking to girls. So I started working out, and slowly it was working. But there was still something missing. Even though I was an introvert, I didn't want to be the loner, mysterious kid anymore, you know? I wanted to break out of the shell. Why? Well, I got tired of seeing life pass me by while I stood on the sidelines. So I started reading books about communication, went full on NPC mode, googling how to talk to people, and watching YouTube tutorials like Step 1, stare into their soul. Am I staring enough? Now, looking back at it, it was low-key kind of goofy, you know, like how could you not know how to talk to people? But here's the thing that I learned, and it hit me hard. Pals, you can't think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into it. You see, some people, they plan, they daydream, they do research, but end up actually doing nothing. And then they wonder why nothing changes. You either move or you don't. One choice, one move, one uncomfortable decision. That's what breaks the cycle. And eventually, I got the chance to act. It was in 11th grade and something unexpected happened. It was the first day of 11th grade. I wasn't expecting anything major, you know, like I was just doing introvert stuff, like looking at the weather app, like trying to not trip on my shoelaces, and low eye contact. And then the teacher walks in and says, "Okay class, we need a volunteer for class mayor." And now, I don't know what possessed me, but something in me wanted it, you know? Like, I thought, this is it. This is the moment, the test, everything you've been working on. This is where it counts. But I didn't do anything. I froze. I was still scared. I doubted my abilities. And right when I was just about to let the moment pass, the guy behind me taps my chair and says, "Go for it, man." And after that, me and the teacher locked eyes and she said this, "I feel like one of you actually wants to volunteer, but are just scared." And you know what your boy did? I stood up, like on some main character type like, "Oh yo, like this is scary though." Like my balls were shrinking, you know, like I could feel it retracting, you know, like I was so nervous, like I was shaking, you know, like. And so I walked in front of the classroom, still shaking, but I was there. I was at the front, in front of all these people. And mind you, for an introvert, that, you know, that really kicks your nerves, you know, like, oh my god, public speaking. But then, oh, it gets spicy. A girl also volunteered. And so we both had to give a speech and try to convince the class and the teacher on who they should choose. And so I gave it a shot. I spoke truthfully, respectfully, humbly. I said this, "Hey, I have never been elected a role before in a classroom. This is my first time being a mayor. I have no prior experience, but I'm willing to learn and improve." That's what I said. Now the girl, in her speech, she said that she has experience. But, you know what happens next? Your boy won. A lot of people voted for me. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm just super charismatic, but I highly doubt that. But maybe there's something in my speech that, you know, connected with them, you know, like. Here's the wild part. That moment didn't just change my school year, that moment changed the way I live now. Taking that tiny risk, standing up, it taught me something valuable. It's that small risks compound, and it opens doors you never even knew existed. Suddenly, I wasn't that quiet kid anymore. I was in meetings, I was being a part of things now, and every month I got more confident. But it didn't stop right there. I realized that the things that you are scared of right now helps build your future self. If something makes you nervous, but you know deep down that it's right, you're supposed to chase it. That fear, that's the sign, not the stop sign. That's the green light. Oh yeah, now looking back, you're just one decision away from a different life. That mayor moment, it wasn't about the title. It was about proving that I could start something, even if I'm not ready. Now listen, if you feel like life is passing you by and you're waiting to be ready, don't. Start before you're ready. That's how everything begins. Now I made a video on that exact mindset. You can click on it right here. It's a dope video, it's awesome. If this hit you even a little bit, then consider subscribing, leaving a like, and comment down below what your thoughts are, alright? And if you're feeling generous, you can buy me a coffee, the link is in the description. With that being said, stay weird, stay wonderful, because it's your boy, Affy T, signing out.